The loudest men in the room are often the most fragile. They announce their plans before they have endured the pain required to fulfill them. They broadcast ambition as if speaking it were the same as embodying it. But we know better. We have felt the sting of promising transformation and then watching our will collapse under distraction, emotion, or comfort. We have tasted the humiliation of declaring strength while still ruled by impulse. And so we arrive at a harsher truth. Real change prefers silence. To disappear is not to run from life. It is to withdraw from unnecessary noise so that we may confront ourselves without witnesses. The Roman emperor who commanded armies also reminded himself, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." That line cuts deeper than any applause ever could. It is a command to turn inward, to cease explaining, and to begin becoming. When we stop announcing, something uncomfortable happens. The external validation dries up. The likes, the praise, the quick hits of approval vanish. We are left alone with our habits, our fears, our undisciplined thoughts. This is the threshold. Most turn back here, but we do not. We step forward into obscurity because we understand that anonymity is fertile ground. Roots grow underground before trees touch the sky. Now we begin. 1. Withdraw from the arena of applause. Every morning, before the world demands our attention, we reclaim it. We sit with ourselves in deliberate stillness. We observe the mind the way a guard observes a gate. What thoughts are entering? Which ones are trying to incite anxiety, pride, resentment? We remember Epictetus's warning. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So we practice reacting less and governing more. We stop telling people what we are going to do. We stop advertising goals that have not yet been earned. Words are easy, character is not. Seneca cautioned that philosophy is not a performance, but a practice. In the same way, discipline is not a declaration, but a habit carved into the flesh of daily life. When we withdraw from applause, the ego protests. It whispers that we are being overlooked. It urges us to prove ourselves. But we see the trap. The need to be seen is a subtle form of slavery. If our motivation depends on recognition, we are controlled by the crowd. So we choose invisibility as training. We do the work without announcement. We lift, we read, we study, we endure discomfort, and we tell no one. Each silent act strengthens something deeper than reputation. It strengthens integrity. And integrity, unlike applause, does not vanish when the room grows quiet. 2. Master the morning before it masters you. The battle for becoming is decided early. When we wake, the mind is vulnerable. It seeks comfort, delay, indulgence. This is where most futures are quietly abandoned. But we do not negotiate with weakness at sunrise. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work,' as a human being." We take this seriously. Our work is not merely employment, it is the refinement of character. To stay in bed out of indulgence is to betray potential. We build a ritual of discipline before the world intrudes. Cold water, movement, study, reflection. We do not chase motivation, we generate momentum. The body obeys when the mind commands with clarity. Destructive emotions attempt their early assault. Anxiety about the day, irritation at yesterday, envy of others. Instead of suppressing them, we examine them. You are just a thought, we remind ourselves. You are not a master. By naming them, we shrink them. Each morning becomes an oath renewed. Today we will not be ruled by impulse. Today we will act from principle. And in that quiet consistency, transformation begins to take root. 3. Confront the inner tyrant. Disappearing externally forces us to confront what we have avoided internally. Without distraction, we encounter the inner tyrant, the voice of doubt, rage, lust, insecurity. It is easier to fight external enemies than to subdue this one. But we remember, the true battlefield is within. You have power over your mind. not outside events. Marcus wrote, "Realize this, and you will find strength." We repeat this until it becomes reflex. When anger surges, we pause. When desire flares, we examine it. When pride swells, we question it. We do not deny emotion. We discipline it. We ask, does this serve virtue, or does it serve vanity? Does this reaction make us stronger, or does it expose our fragility? The process is not glamorous. It is repetitive. It requires constant vigilance. But each conquered impulse is a brick laid in the foundation of self-mastery. Slowly, the tyrant loses authority, not because we crushed it violently, but because we refused to obey it. And that refusal, repeated daily, reshapes us. 4. Endure the loneliness of growth. When we stop announcing and start becoming, we may outgrow certain environments. Conversations lose their appeal. Distractions feel hollow. We begin to value solitude over noise. This can feel isolating. But Seneca reminded us that we must associate with those who make us better, or be content with our own company. Growth often requires temporary separation from what once felt familiar. We do not resent others for remaining where they are. We simply refuse to remain there ourselves. The path of self-mastery narrows. Fewer walk it, but it leads somewhere solid. Loneliness becomes a forge. In solitude, we clarify our principles. We define who we are when no one is watching. We strengthen conviction without needing consensus. And in that quiet space, we discover something powerful. We are enough company for ourselves. V. Build without witnesses. True transformation is architectural. It is constructed brick by brick, repetition by repetition. There are no viral moments in this phase, no dramatic unveilings, just consistency. We track progress privately. We measure improvement against yesterday's self, not against someone else's highlight reel. The modern world invites comparison. We decline the invitation. Epictetus taught that if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. We apply this ruthlessly. Let others underestimate. Let them misunderstand. Our aim is not to appear impressive, but to become formidable. Every disciplined choice compounds. Every resisted impulse strengthens restraint. Every completed task builds trust in ourselves. Eventually, something shifts. The body stands differently. The eyes hold steadier. The voice carries weight without strain. We have not announced our evolution, but it is undeniable. 6. Return with quiet authority. There comes a moment when disappearance ends, not because we crave attention, but because our presence now carries substance. We do not re-emerge to boast. We return because we are ready. The difference is subtle, yet unmistakable. We no longer seek approval. We no longer argue to defend our worth. We do not explain ourselves unnecessarily. Our actions speak with a clarity that words never achieved. Marcus reminded himself to be like the promontory against which the waves continually crash, yet it stands firm. That is what we have become. The waves still come, criticism, temptation, chaos, but they do not move us. We have regained control over our inner world. Destructive emotions no longer dictate behavior. Impulse no longer writes our future. We act deliberately, speak sparingly, and endure calmly. This is the discipline of disappearing. We withdrew not to escape life, but to master it. We stopped announcing so that we could start becoming. And now when we stand again in the open, we are unrecognizable, not because we changed our image, but because we transformed our character.